That's it. And we're live.
We're here. It's done.
We made it. All the struggle. So in case this lives on YouTube and it gets watched later, a bit of an intro. Brian, the Amazing Spider Guy, doing a bit of an unboxing of this fancy package here. It's been so cautiously taped by our friends at CGC. And with me is the man himself, Norrin, Sketch Card Hive. Which name do you want to go by these days?
I know I have 3 now. It's fine. People just call me Sketch Card Hive if they want. But just so it's noted, this is like when Brian wakes up and what Brian looks like in a professional manner. Like, I just feel like the similarities between you and I are there. There's some before and after that can be done here, I feel like.
Yeah, this is Brian before. This is Brian before he
before coffee.
Waves. Yeah, and then this is after.
That's after.
Happens, yeah. That's funny.
I'm so glad you invited me to do this, man. I'm so thrilled, dude. We've been talking about doing stuff. We always talk. I'm just excited to this is fun, man. I'm excited. It's cool.
Yeah, it's always a lot of the after the fact, right? There's always a lot of like, hey, I just got this box today, or hey, this is what my mail call was, and it's like enjoyed there in the ether that is an Instagram chat. But now we're doing our fair share as pseudo millennials, and we're creating content off of everything that we do.
That's it. Living life by way of living through the audience, I assume. Yes, this is it. We are here living life.
With 3 audience members. Awesome. Yes.
Thank you, 3 audience members.
The trifecta of audience members. Thanks for joining. Whoever, do I get to see who they are, or do they have to comment for me to see that?
I think you get social security numbers. You can track them down later. I'm not sure.
Right. Yeah, please leave your something in the comments, and I will send you something in the mail later.
Hey, Doom card. Hey. See, Doom counts as like 10 audience members. He's that awesome. Doom. I was just talking to Doom earlier today.
Well, that means he had the heads up. He knew
he knew what was coming.
You're like, hey man, can you show up on Brian's channel for a few minutes? He's feeling pretty lonely.
Nah. I'm gonna be hitting all of you guys up. This is what I'm planning on doing with my time from now on too. Going live, hanging out. So
it does
do more.
IOU of the like social currency where you're like, hey, remember that time you were on my show? You need to come be on my show now.
I need help now. I need you here.
We're like a support group of just addicts. We're like the reverse AA. Like, what is?
How can you enable me to buy more? Like, right. What new things should I buy for myself? I swear to God, I think most of my text messages now are just sending people links of shit I think they want to buy. That's just everything now. That's all I do to people is just send them things to buy.
That is both somehow the best and worst things about all of my friendships with you guys. Is it's just a bunch of enablement. So
yes.
Speaking of enablement, your company,
the one I'm responsible for. Yes.
Solely responsible. The success of that company rides entirely on your shoulders.
I grade. I do all of it. Alone.
You do all
right
of
here.
It.
All of it.
So as my previous videos might have shown, I've been a fan of CGC for some time now, using them for all of my books. And I've been really happy. In fact, all of these black boxes back here are all of those slabs. I think there's like 250 of them now. It's getting obnoxious to the point where I'm having to worry about whether or not the floor will continue to support it. So that's slowing down. But what's not slowing down is now the cards. I did a submission a while ago, which another video also exists in the channel where you can see me unveiling about 50 some odd cards, largely the Spider-Woman collection and a few others. And all that was missing was my middle tier. What's the middle tier? It's not economy. No, it is economy, huh? Or standard.
I think it is.
I think it was standard. It was doesn't exceed $1,000. It's $500 to $1,000.
Being the head of the company, I should know. So
Right. Whatever tier that was between 500 and
that was the one.
that was the one. I know the dollar amounts because that's what helped figure out my insurance claim that I almost had to take out on this.
Oh, really? Wow.
Well, I had gotten back all of the cards, and all of them shipped within a day or two. And since my bulk already got here, I was like, why isn't this here? This should have been here already.
Yeah.
Based on that. And so I looked it up, and it looked like it was just chilling in Carson for a little bit, for like a week, and didn't have any movement. So I was like, great. Somebody looked at this thing and said, I'm going to take it. And I got really bummed out because of all the boxes to have taken, I would have been most upset about this one because it has some really, really cool cards. So cool that I'm almost stabbing into all of them with this knife.
Probably the bottom. So it opens up like a flap. So if you look at the bottom there where the bottom of the label is, yeah. So if you look around there, you might have to use the knife because they knife up all the corners and stuff to make sure. So it might be something missing there. I got one of those boxes too. Took me a while to figure it out.
I mean, at the end of the day, we just break it.
Why not? It's a box.
It was like that when I opened it. Wow, I've opened up so many boxes, and now this is the one I seem to be struggling with. And now it's in pieces. Okay, here we go.
There we go. It reveals itself. There we go.
Yeah, that was wrong in so many ways.
But it's happened.
We got there. I like those dividers that you guys put in here. These little.
It's really nice. I keep the boxes in the dividers. That's how I'm storing like a lot of the slabs and stuff. I actually like a lot.
Wow. So got a stack. I might have to do. I don't have the 2 camera setup where we get to look at
that's fine.
Live, but we'll do that.
I'm just excited how they came out, man.
Well, I think we're going to actually start with the lowest graded one.
Oh, that's perfect.
Yeah, we're going to start low, go high. Let's just do this. This is the one I was.
You know what, though, man? That's a tough card.
It is. So this is again. This is the 2002 art box again. The film cards.
Mm-hmm.
It's a case topper that actually bears the world's tiniest Stan Lee signature, and that is. So it's blue label when it's not authenticated, right?
It's blue label authentic. So that's pack pulled. That's not. Yeah. So blue label is authentic.
Wait, how do you get signature series then?
Signature series is yellow, and that's witnessed by CGC.
That's all right. That's what I mean. Yeah. So this is authentic, but yeah, it's the witness.
Yeah. So that's pack pulled, which is the best. Right. You know what I mean? And then this is the yellow.
Well, label. I mean, that's pretty cool too.
I mean, yours is more cool. This is cool. I love McFarlane. I love this card, but that is a crazy card that a lot of people don't even know exists. That's like one of the most sought after Stan Lee autograph cards out there.
Well, so what's interesting about this card is we talked about our problems earlier. This was you. This was your fault because I messaged you and I was like, hey, is this legit? Is this real? Did he really sign that? Like, how does Stan do that? And for those of you in the audience, it's limited to 500 cards. And this is number 498. It's going to be really tough to see there. But
which is insane to me, right? That it's that low. That's crazy. And a lot of people collect those. Like, there's another guy I know. I don't want to put out his name there, but he's like a huge Spider-Man guy, similar to you. But he's been in the card game way longer than I have. And those cards for him are some of his favorite Spider-Man cards. That set, the film. Yeah, he loves that set. So when I saw that, he already had it. I didn't ask him, but I knew he already had it, so I didn't bother him. Because you're doing the Amazing Fantasy stuff, and I was like, there's no way Brian should not have this in his collection. That's like too important of a card. But it's nice, man. They scratch easy, unfortunately. So maybe
Yeah.
that's what the 7's there for. But
Yeah, I almost wish, you know what? I can actually see something now in the corner. It looks like it might have been up. Yeah, looks like it might have been dog-eared at one point and went back. So you can kind of see some creases in the corner there.
they're
That
all like that. I've never seen those in like top shelf condition ever. Not really, unless unless someone pulled one and got really lucky, because that's 2000 and what?
too. So I don't
Two.
know. It's not going to register, but it's that top corner. There's a little bit of texture that
The
cuts it.
rounded. Oh, I see what you're saying.
Yeah, but it's interesting because I've seen these cards pick up heat a lot more in the last like 2 months. I've seen a lot more guys posting in the group like, "Hey, I just found out about these things. Where do I get them?" I'm like,
Yeah.
go to eBay. eBay's your friend. I think
Yeah.
ComC, most of these things are upwards of $100 a piece for like regular base cards, which is kind of wild because I
It's
think
wild.
I managed to find the full base set, only missing 2 cards for like $200 on eBay 6 months
Good
ago.
for you.
So
Good
this
for you.
was
That's good
obviously the
stuff.
most expensive. I think this one was like 560 via
I
eBay.
don't see that card popping up a lot.
I've only
Like,
seen
I
one
if
other pop
yeah.
up since
Yeah.
I've become privy to it, and now I have a filter for anything AF-15 card related.
That's the way to do it. No, seriously, like, it took me
And yes,
that
Doom
card doesn't
always his fault. It is. Thank you for pointing that out. Otherwise,
Doom knows. Poor
otherwise,
Doom. I send Doom stuff and he gets screwed all the time. Poor guy.
otherwise,
Oh man.
feature comments. There we go. There it is.
It's
All right.
always his fault.
Where
Those
do
are nice, man. I don't know, man. Stanley like pack pulled auto cards. I still think people have missed the boat on those, man. Maybe it's because they don't see them often enough, but I don't
Yeah,
know.
some of the autos on like his photo, I think are really cool. Like that's probably one
It's a great one.
that I would like to get one day.
You don't have that one from Silver Age?
No, no, because I've been kind of iffy on getting anything that's like MCU live action related. Most everything in my Marvel collection is all hand
Oh,
drawn.
you're thinking of the other one. This is the Silver Age one, not the Spider-Man movie one.
Which one's the Silver Age? It's a photo of
I got
him or like a drawing?
I got you. It's like the legit one, not an MCU one. I don't like the MCU ones. Sorry, everybody, but I'm not a fan of the MCU ones.
He has spoken.
Don't say that shit. I'm gonna get in trouble. I see. I got all this stuff in here. But
Ah, you got the. When did you get that statue? You always had that?
yes, I've had the Bowen for a long time, and I have the Bowen bust up here. But like, I had the Bowen statue and stuff like that. But I ended up getting the sideshow one for a good price. So I locked that one down. But
Good call.
yeah, I like it. I like it a lot, man. I like it a lot. You know, I never had a massive statue like that. And then the Nova came with it, which I really dig. So it's nice. You know, it's Daniel Bell who's the sculptor for it, and he did a good job. And you know, I'm not sure I like the pose that much, but I rather have, I don't know, just looks more like the Herald. You know what I mean? I thought it was a cool
Yeah.
piece.
Yeah, I agree.
Like when he's on a surfboard surfing, I feel like I see that all the time. You know what I mean?
This is true. Someone posted up. I saw some page feature a clip from that horrible movie, The Rise of the Silver Surfer.
Don't be so harsh. Okay? Don't be so harsh on my only movie. That's the only movie I have. Okay? It's the one I have to cherish. Okay? It's the only one I get to cherish.
You know, in the next
Yeah,
5 to 10 years, it'll change. Okay,
that's
yeah,
true.
that's one.
This is the one to get because, and not because I have it. I only have one. So if I had another one, I'd sell to. But like, this is part of the insert set that featured all the other greats that are pack pulled.
Right. That's cool.
So this is the one to get, in my opinion. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know all these guys because you collect this shit hardcore. You know what this is. But
oh yeah, that is cool.
Am I reversed in you, or
No,
can you
no,
see
no.
me?
Yeah.
It's good. Okay.
Yep.
On my side, it's reversed. I don't know if you
Oh,
can
I
see the
mean, yeah,
language going.
it is reverse. It is mirrored. I wonder. There you go. That does it.
Yeah. Anyway, but that's the stand I was talking about. But yeah, I know I don't like the MCU ones either. It's not my bag.
Let's see. Shall we go on to number 2 here?
Please.
Let's see. What do we got? Ooh,
Good stuff. Good stuff. Good stuff. Good.
this is the neon green
Damn, a 10 in that?
ice series. Yeah. I mean, this is the beauty about not having stuff circulated, right? Like this is all upper deck online, right? Like this is all.
That's really nice.
I mean, the QC. I know we've been down that road a lot, but this one managed to skate by. And looking at it, I would have to agree. And in this
That looks
particular,
good.
the 10 works on this card. The yellow that I argue every chance I get looks okay.
I'm the same way. I'm the same way. Hopefully down the line they do some kind of gold foil tint type of thing.
Yeah, it'd be cool, like similar to how they do the blue foiling. Like,
That would be sick.
yeah.
I hope so. I hope they do something like that. It's funny. I was talking to a friend and I was like, I really like the 9.5 grades because it has that point in there. I don't know what it is. I like tens. Tens are great, but I like the 9.5 look for some reason.
Yeah, I would take that. Uh, moving on, going on to my first green labels. So some sketches.
Nice.
This is a black diamond by Miss Veronica O'Connell.
That
Spider
looks
Woman.
great.
And are we going by Ghost Spider? Or are we going by Spider Gwen?
I don't know, man. I don't even know why they changed it.
I don't.
Spider-Gwen's kind of cool.
Yeah, I thought Ghost Spider was the first alias she went by,
You might be right.
but
You might be right. You might be right. I'll go with either one. I don't care. It's just such a cool design of a character, honestly.
true. Yeah, they took Scarlet Spider from the '90s,
That's true.
took the hoodie. I got no problem with it.
You don't get many hoodies now, man. I like hoodies. That's cool as
Yeah,
hell.
that's a '90s throwback in and of itself.
If she had a strap wrist, then we'd be all good. And that's it.
Right. She's got a oh, ooh, I
A
got.
little ring pop action.
All right, I know where your fantasies go.
What happened?
Okay. Good thing we've only got 2 viewers right now. We're
There
okay.
you go.
Another AP.
Oh, I haven't seen that one. That looks really good. Who did
Yeah.
that? Is that O'Connor again?
No, this is William Bowen Donnelly,
Oh, Donnelly. Wow.
third.
Wow.
And this is on Masterpieces 2020 stock. And this is
Sick.
also an homage to a book, which if I had prepped for this enough, I would have out at a 9.8 to match, which I'll
Oof.
get a picture of that later, but I like the way that one turned out. 8.5. That's a good one. I mainly sent sketch cards.
Wow.
So this is Mr. Ash Gonzalez on a what is this?
Wow.
Ages? Yeah, this is on Ages stock,
Oh, wow. Took
which,
well on Age's stock.
right? Which was very surprising.
I was surprised because he puts a lot of paint in that, right?
Yeah, I mean the
That came out
detail
clean. I like that one.
and dimension. Yeah,
That looks really good, actually.
I feel like anything that was handled by an artist, it's almost got similar uh, propensities to be scratched, scuffed, mishandled. Like the fact that he was able to do this kind of work, all these artists do this kind of work on these cards, and I'm getting 8.5. That's impressive stuff.
I mean, honestly, like, I don't know. I would never value a sketch card higher because of the grade. Like, I like them being encapsulated,
Yes.
but I don't know. Like I would never look at original art and be like, that has to be a 10. You know what I mean? I know you do when you
Yeah,
have like sketch covers, right? With comic books and stuff like that. You want that high grade with a sketch, but I just don't know if it's the same thing in my head. I'm sure it is
no,
for other people.
I'm sure it is, but I would have to agree, not just for the sake of agreeing, but uh, because this has been a hot button in the hobby for some time now. Like, do you
Yeah.
grade sketch cards? Why do you grade them? That's dumb. And there's a very passionate divide of fans, as there are in most instances. But um, it's a house divided. If you collect sketch cards, you're like, I will never put one in a slab. And for me, I'm like, this is the best way for me to encapsulate and preserve the art. And that brings me to
Oof, Palumbo.
my Palumbo, which
On exquisite, which
on
is nice.
yeah, the way this framed out, it's
He
kind of,
actually did kind of killed it.
oh my gosh,
I
absolutely. It's,
love that piece. That's a
yeah,
good piece too, man. You're doing great with this, with the collection for her.
yeah, it's pretty much
You
done.
really are. Yeah, I was about to say, man. I was like, how much more you got to go on her? You went to town. You finished that quick. She,
Yeah,
killed that collection.
there's maybe a dozen or so cards that still exist out there that I'm still chasing, that I'm aware of. I have not put together, say, a database of here's my wishes and wants.
Yeah.
Obi Obi Din.
Hey, man.
I don't know if I know you, but hi. That's to grade or not to grade. Yeah, yeah, you came right in time. I don't know if there's more to talk about in here, but we'll pick the convo up. Um,
For sure.
this one though, 8.5, pretty happy with it from our buddy Simone.
Ah,
So, what if
I like his
auto?
Spider Woman a lot. He did a good job on that piece. He really did.
Yeah, I when I first saw the set and started getting into it, I was like, this shit's too dark. I can't see anything. I was
A
really
lot of
annoyed.
people did.
And
Yeah.
it's kind of grown on me, and it didn't help that I was in a dark room looking at them. Uh, but I
It's
brought my
pitch black.
yeah, I
Where's the
brought
card?
yeah, it's so dark in here. Just using my cell phone. Um, but I love these what ifs. I would chase just the what if set if I could.
You know what's funny? I wasn't sure how hardcore I was going to be about like what I was going to like more, the base or the what if stuff. And I have to be honest, the more and more I look back on the sets and I see the what if inserts, I think I've become more of a fan of the what ifs than any of the other variants. I don't know. There's something special about them. I don't like seeing the text of the character and everything on there. Like I just feel
like
like that's
having
really cool.
the ultra mini comic, you
It's
know.
awesome, and it looks so good in a blue slab. I have the Silver Surfer what if, and I think I got stupid lucky because I wasn't going to rebuy that card, but I think I got actually he's up he's right there. Yeah, he got a 9.
Ooh.
Um, yeah, and it's actually the alpha.
Oh shit. Oh, this is the
Yeah,
alpha too.
yeah, no.
Yeah, this is 1 out of
Are you
10.
serious?
Yeah.
Oh man, okay. I'm gonna show mine on screen because that's gonna be the highlight of this stuff because
Do
that's
it.
amazing.
Do it.
Look at
Yeah,
that.
that's
Yeah,
not real.
see, we're that's what's up, man. See, hold on. I gotta show mine now because we're both character collectors showing off alphas of what ifs.
There it is. There he is.
Alphas of what ifs
Alpha What If
for our
Club
characters.
character collectors.
We're part part of the character collector club right here.
Yeah. If you wanted to know how nerd can you go, we just answered
It's
that
gonna get a
question.
lot worse. So be ready.
Um, it's funny. I gotta compare the what if on cards and how much they're loved to what we've now seen in the world of comics, and there being virgin variants to covers. So now they're basically turning your comics into cards, by removing the titles, calling it a variant, and people chase those. But then with the cards, we're putting titles on that, making it look like a comic, and then calling it a variant. So it's like, it's
Will
kind of
we
fun.
ever meet? Are we always going to be crossing roads, man?
Yeah. Eventually, there will be a comic size trading card set, and that's
It's pretty good. That's pretty. That'd be a good insert. A little mini comic book insert. That's not bad.
Well, they've done those big case toppers before, right? So like you can,
The case toppers are really nice. I
yeah,
liked case toppers back in the day. They were cool.
and that's basically what ultra prints were for all the stuff
Yeah,
in the
that's right.
90s, right? So
Yeah,
like,
the master prints. I think
or
the
master print,
master prints were a little bigger than the like Marvel Masterpieces 2007, 2008 had those case toppers.
right?
And so they're about like that big. And then the Masterworks are like taller, but just as skinny. So like I have to, the mine's buried. But yeah. Yeah.
So OB back to sketch cards. This
Here we
one.
go.
So I think we all saw on Instagram yesterday, and I forget the artist's name, but there was that gold Spider-Man PMG sketch that got
Oh
released.
yeah, that's right.
And I immediately saw it and was like, how do I buy it? How much money do I have to throw at you to get this? And he was like, it was a commission. It's already sold. And about 30 minutes later, Spidey hits. Check out my new card. And I'm like, you bought it. You did it. And meanwhile, I'm having conversations with the artist. Again, I apologize. I need to do him some justice and at least mention his name. Scrolling.
Is it Dre?
Yes, Dre.
Okay,
Yeah.
yeah, Dre. Killed it.
So yeah, absolutely. And I was like, this fits my AF-15 collection perfectly. Gotta have it. Need to have it. And he was like, sorry, I only do recreations once. And after that, he's like, I crossed the book off my list and I never do it again. And I was like,
burn.
Like, all the wind out of my sails. And I wrote back almost just as fast. I was like, ASM 252 it is. All right, fine.
Done.
All right. Found the workaround. But brings me to this
awesome.
bad boy. So
Ah.
this is from Spider-Man Metal AF-15 homage sketch by Chris Foreman. Thank you, Chris.
Chris Foreman.
Phenomenal
Been doing
work.
great work.
Yeah. And what's funny is it almost feels like it's a new angle. It's not 100% as seen in the book. I feel like it's slightly altered, and I dig that. The colors
I like it.
Remain fairly true. The design even is altered slightly, but I think it's cool.
I actually like it, man. I think he did a good job.
Yeah.
See, and you know what I always like? Whenever you see like characters like Batman is a really good example of this, but the blue. Like when you have that light blue on dark blue and you have that shadow like on Spidey's leg and his arm there, like you have that kind of like light blue on it. I don't know. I always like that. I always just think that's such a good ad.
Yeah. I mean,
Such a good superhero ad.
Convey depth and shadow to, muscle tones.
Pretty awesome. Yeah.
That's what I liked about how they animated Venom in the 90s in the animated series. They would use blue and red light to make it look.
Yes.
That's taking it way back.
I love that. That's awesome.
Ooh. So sticking into the AF-15 collection.
Ooh.
I did manage to pick one. And a 9. Wow. I think I have the Spider-Man, and I think I got an 8. And this is number.
And that's out of
number 10 of 15. So fairly low pop card on that. I don't think many have been graded.
I'm surprised people didn't go hard on those cards. I thought they would be a much bigger hit, and then like they weren't for a little bit, and then everybody grabbed them and they were gone almost immediately.
Yeah, they disappeared pretty quick. I
remember fast.
I want to say this was. I don't think it was eBay. It wasn't ComC. Was it Upper Deck? Where did I get this thing? Now I'm
You have
Really?
notes for all this stuff, don't you?
Nah, I don't keep everything. But yeah, this was EPAC. This had to have been EPAC.
Wow.
Yeah, because I do remember it sitting in my EPAC for a while and then shipping it. So I think I just randomly hit somebody up and was like, what do you want for this? And they did it.
I like it. I like it a lot, actually.
Yeah.
I think the first time they've ever done the gold, silver, like stuff
Wow.
ever.
Yeah, because
I
it was
don't
age, right?
yeah.
Because it was
Say again?
silver. It was Silver Age, Bronze Age, and did they do a Gold Age?
I felt like there was a gold, but I might be making that up.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know enough about the insert and the set itself to really know because I didn't do anything really with ages. It was really just the inserts that I found relative to these little micro collections that I've been building.
Yeah.
And
I'll take a
this,
look. I'll look it up later.
yeah, from Premiere 2017. This is the black, so this is out of 5. This is the equivalent to a purple PMG.
Yep.
Something like that.
Premiere's nice, man. Premiere's nice. I just got a 2012 Marvel Premiere Silver Surfer, which is the 1 out of 99, but I found a 10. So I just got a 10, which I got really lucky because those cards are in rough shape sometimes.
Right.
So,
well, let me see. Bring the case down. So,
oh boy.
I think I just put those. Yeah, so there's all 3 of the, or now all 4 of the premieres are together. So
wow,
2 9s and an 8.5, and the silver here is out of 125. It's the alpha, so that's 1 out of.
That's cool. That's really cool. That's really cool.
4 out of 10 on the gold, 4 out of 5 on the black, and 22
that's nice.
out of 50 on the blue. So that,
I like that image of Spider-Woman too. That's a good one. Was that the only year she was in Premiere?
I don't think so. I want to say she was in another year, but I don't think it is limited of an insert, limited of a card. I think there might be a base card somewhere. So that
maybe there is. I don't remember.
But I think I'm still missing 1 out of this set. Right? I'm trying to think of how many, like.
Let me look. I have a database here.
Out of 5, out of 10, out of 50, and out of 125. I feel like there's 1 in there that's missing. I could be wrong.
17 was base out of 125, blue 50, gold 10, black foil 5. You have them all.
Oh, shit. Look at
for
that.
17. So you're done there.
Cool.
And then 19 had the 1 of 1, which I don't think you had a Spider-Woman in there. Luckily, no, you did not.
Yeah, I lucked out there.
You lucked out hard. It's 14. 14. I don't really see a Spider-Woman. Spider-Man, duh.
Yeah.
Nope, I don't see her in 14 either. Oof, you got real lucky.
Yeah, she's not in all the sets, which was kind of nice when it comes down to collecting these cards. That there was very, very limited number that ended up on the list, and I very quickly got away from buying just any base card. I was like, okay, it's either going to be numbered or be an auto or something unique, some type of insert. Because to be fair, her base cards were fairly weak in a lot of the sets that I had seen. There's a lot of cards that was like they're not exciting. The art wasn't that great, or it's not like I just was like, oh, give me anything that's super rare or expensive, and I'm just going to sit on it and sell it later. It was legitimately, it just so happened that all the art lined up with those cards as being the ones that were cooler.
I love it, man. I think that's great.
And then
OBD wants to know if Premiere's coming back. It definitely is coming back. It's just a little bit delayed.
Boo.
Oh. So which is your favorite Spider-Woman rendition of her in cards? Do you have like a top 3?
It's probably the top 3 that I only. Oh yeah, no, I was right. I got a 9 on the Bronze Age, and this is actually a buddy of mine gave me this. That's out of 60.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, it was really sweet of him. I think he worked a trade with somebody on EPAC and was like, "Hey, can you throw this one in?" And he was like, "Sure." And
That's awesome.
I got a message. He's like, "By the way, I got you this bronze thing. I don't know if you want it, but it's yours because I know you like Spider-Woman." It's like, all right,
that's cool. That's very nice.
I mean, the OG one that makes up the bulk of the collection is definitely what is my favorite. But I probably, even within that, because that's honestly, it's the only one that I started out collecting. I didn't want to go with the blue suit.
Yeah,
I would want to go with the newer suits that she's had. She's probably had 3 or 4 other suits lately. As of late, as Spider-Verse became a thing, there was just different renditions. I think for the original suit, I'd say 90%, 95, 96% of the collection is her regular suit. But I did, this is the one instance where I broke off and got into the newer one because I was I couldn't say no to Ash. And
smart.
Yeah, I think Justin lined me up on that one. Actually, that was some in his purvey, and he directed me there. Yeah, and then the only card where I got that suit in was this one.
Oh, that's pretty.
So, and just because the card itself was kind of neat,
a great looking card.
Additionally, it is ripped right off of a comic cover that I currently have in a 9/8. So I said, well, I might as well, not that one. I might as well get the matching art. And that,
I'm excited for Surfer to come back to annual. I want those holograms. They look cool.
Yeah, that needs to happen. Yeah,
that's happening. I'm sure that's happening sooner than later.
Yeah, you've got a lot to look forward to in that department, I imagine, because...
Oh, look forward to. Sure. I'm going to walk off the edge when it happens. I don't even know what you're talking about.
That's funny. But this now finishes out the metal.
Really? Wow.
So we've got the green at 8.5, red at 8.
Oof, that red pops.
It does. I actually didn't hate the yellow or the red foil on these as much.
No, these were much better than X-Men.
Although, I mean, I don't know,
man. I'm a 2013 kind of guy. It's the only kind of guy I can be.
Yeah, that's all you can.
That's it. I got no other options.
That's it. We got the yellow in a 9.
Wow.
Gold at an 8.5.
I have to say the golds really look good.
I like these.
Grandiose is sick.
Grandiose is probably one of. I keep missing this.
And a 9.5, dude. That's sick.
Yeah, I wouldn't. That's probably one insert or one version of the card I wouldn't mind doing a set of. But
yeah,
so
I think I like that it's not numbered too, because it gives people a chance.
Right.
What's that one?
This is blue, neon blue.
Wow.
Which it's a bit dark in this light, but if you look at it in any other way, it actually pops quite a lot. The actual photo I took of it's really good. So blue at a 9, and then pink at a 9.
I like the pinks.
And there we go.
That's good.
And this is out of 75, right?
Yep.
Yeah. Number 52 out of 75. Then I did the turquoise out of 50.
See, I think that's my favorite color. I like a lot of them, but turquoise is my favorite.
Yeah, turquoise was good, and this is actually the Omega.
No way. Nice.
Out of 50. Then we've got orange. Orange, I like the orange on her specifically. Like
I like the orange on her a lot.
it's not a color match, but it's complementary. I think it works.
Yeah, I agree.
And then that's number 3 out of 25. And then of
Nice
course
low.
the latest, the green, neon green
Wow.
out of 10. So that completes that run. That's done. When and if I ever find the is it purple is the one of one?
It's purple. I haven't seen it though. Have you?
No, I haven't. Purple's the one I haven't seen. I'm sure it's in one of 3 places. It's either in the person's collection whom we know has most of them, or it's sitting in a box somewhere, which
Hopefully not.
Yeah, I think there's a lot of unopened product that people, have sat
People
on.
were banking on that one to be a sealed and stash, but I don't think it worked out for a lot of people.
No, there's a lot of gnarly wreckage going on in that release. But or it's sitting in someone's collection, they really don't care about it. It's just there and they don't know that I want
it. I mean, that's the true horror. I've found some cards that way that I still can't believe I got that stupid lucky. Like did I ever tell you the story? I found my what if autograph out of 10 MM16 Surfer from a guy on eBay who said, "Yeah, I have that card." And he took a picture of it on the floor where he was in a jacuzzi. Like he had it in a top loader, and he says, "Yeah, is it this one? Sorry, I'm in my jacuzzi. Sorry if the shot is awkward." And he put it on the floor and took a picture.
Randomly
it was the best.
Next to his card ball.
Yeah, it was the best. He was just like, boop. And I was like, I'll take it.
Done. Yeah, here's the address. Send it.
Done. Yeah, that was pretty trippy. That was trippy. There's a lot of cards like that I got just lucky on. Very lucky.
Yeah, it's a lot of it is luck and persistence. I think luck is an indicator of persistence.
That's a good one.
Luck just doesn't exist to exist. It's sure there's some happenstance. There's some times where you're just like, wow, this literally just fell in my lap, but it didn't usually come without some type of interest or drive, something that either is happening up here a lot, and eventually the universe rewards you as such, and it's just like, hey, heard you wanted one of these. Or the other is you're quite literally scouring the universe and eventually you run out of places to look.
Hello. Is this an intervention?
Well, that's kind of how we started this.
That's exactly how this started. Oh, man, that's how this started. That's so funny.
Yeah. And so now there's another 60 some odd cards back in your CGC's possession that I just got the confirmation today that the box made it. So that's good news.
Great news.
They're handling those technical errors, those IT problems. No, the IT problems are the ones that were ineligible. That's what got the IT label.
Yeah.
But they're reholdering the one that they did backwards, and then they're relabeling the 3 from my 1997 Fleer Ultra that needed to be called out as the blue foil insert as opposed to just a standard base card. So they're adding that. But so they have righted all the wrongs and looking forward to getting the rest in hand. And that will pretty much bring me up to where I want to be on the graded Spider-Woman collection. Pretty much until new stuff comes in, which I very much have pumped brakes and just waiting to see what exists. That's kind of all she wrote. And I might do some collage or something to put on Instagram and display it all eventually, but
it's sick. Yeah, I am running down the same. I am right behind you on that. I am maybe like 5 graded Silver Surfer cards away from having everything that's base in a 9.5 and higher for Surfer.
That's like next level. I'm just like, half my cards are graded, half of them aren't, and the ones that are graded, I'm like, I don't care what they are. You've managed to get everything at a 9.5 or higher. That's absolute beast mode.
Well, it's really stupid. Honestly, I got really lucky with the 3 or 4 that I just can't replace. Like, I don't know how it happened, but like all the diamonds from Rittenhouse, like all the out of 10s, each one got a 9.5.
Wow.
Which is stupid. I did not think that. Like, I was like, whatever, I'll just live with 8s. I don't give a crap. And they looked nice. You know, they look nice, but like I don't know how to grade. So like I even had a card that I sent them.
Look plenty nice.
No, see, but that happens to me too. And then like I actually had one card I got an 8.5 on, and it took me forever to figure out what the hell happened. Oh, no, actually it was a 7. It was this one. I have it right here.
Oh, there you go.
I got a 7 on this one. And I was like, this card is perfect. There's no reason for a 7.
Steve?
And then I noticed that there's a dent in the card. Right in the white. So you can't see it's really hard to see the dent in the white. So then I started looking at all the other ones, and they all share the same dent. So like on the presser or whatever they did, they all got a stupid dent on them. So I have to find one now, dentless, in order to match. But look at this. Look at this. This is crazy. Listen to these subgrades. Centering 10, corners 10, edges 9.5, surface 6.
Oh,
burned me. I couldn't believe it. And I thought this one was the safe one.
Do you feel
like, you know,
separate surface into face and back? And one is weighted more than the other?
I mean, I know, right? Yeah. I mean, you know, it's weird because like, I don't know, this sounds stupid, but like I really do like the slabs a lot more. Like I have, not to compare, like I have slabs from other companies and I just like this one more. I really do. Like, I don't know. It's just, it really is a stupid preference, honestly. Like once you get past like 9 or 9.5, it's just so subjective. You know what I mean? Unless something like that is serious, you know what I mean? It becomes very subjective. So the Surfer collection, honestly, half of that was PSA because for some reason, right before the boom, somebody just kept listing 10s that they had for their Marvel collection, and some of them were Surfers. I was just going in there and picking them up because I was just like, I don't know what came over me. I had never touched a graded card. I was talking to a few people and I was just like, let me just pick, because like I started realizing like I don't really think there's a lot of 10s out there. I don't know. I still don't think there are. Like on certain cards and certain conditions, I don't think there are as many as people think. So I was just like, let me just grab this stuff.
And it's just like, going to be less and less as time goes on. Like realistically,
like the double impact Surfer, the double impact Surfer from Marvel Masterpiece 96. That's still a pop 1.
Really?
And I have the only 10. Yeah. And that, and I bought that years ago.
There's thousands of that card. Like
there's a lot of those cards. I mean, I think the print run was 15,000, 30,000. Someone's going to correct me. I don't know. But there, you know, there was like something where the print run was made public about those cards, but only half were released, hypothetically. I think it's more of a thing is that like a lot of people did collect that set. So a lot of people held that set behind in such desirable set. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That it feels like it's not really out there, but
yeah,
I don't know. Yeah, there's going to be more 10s and stuff. It doesn't really matter, but like, I'm just glad I didn't have to pay through the nose to achieve that. You know what I mean? It was a nice gift.
Yeah, it's funny because now that Marvel 90s Marvel has been just like overly subbed, I feel I just say overly like it's a problem, but it's not 1990 Impel. But you know, I'm seeing a lot more Fleer Ultra 95 Spider-Man. I'm seeing, you know, more Metal, more 95 Flare Marvel Annual. You know, those are the cards that defined my childhood and the hobby and the collecting for me back then. And I'm like, oh, how cool would it be to have a set of 10s of this particular insert? And then I start looking them up. I'm like,
Yeah.
that's cool if I want to spend like $3,000 to get those 10 cards. But I'm like, nah.
No, it's a lot. It's too much. Like the cards that I had here that I sent in, I've had like 20, some had 15 examples of it, 20, 30 examples of each card. And I've gone through them over like the last 10 years of just upgrading over and over again. And like, that's the only reason I got high grades on those is because I've been upgrading them. You know what I mean? But like things that are out of 10, that was dumb. I took the risk. I was like, I'll just do these three. But like, otherwise, it would just been base cards. You know what I mean? Because it's just one variation of every surfer. So if there's like a rainbow, I'm just grading one of those cards, and sometimes it'll be the highest variant, or it'll be like just the base. Right now, I'm lucky; it's the highest variant. But yeah,
man, yeah, you're doing what I'm doing with like my comics, like I showed you earlier with that Brazil version of 252. Like I just saw it and I was like, well, I know that's going to grade higher than the one I just got, so I'm gonna roll the dice. And I know that I'll, even if it graded lower, I'll be able to sell it for more than I'm into it. I mean,
yeah. I haven't had. I think I only have one card that I would sell. I should keep the thing. I shouldn't sell it, but it's the I got a CGC 10, and then I got a PSA 10 of the Rittenhouse. I'll show it to you in a bit. The Rittenhouse card of Surfer that I had to mail in points. Like you had to get points from the wrappers, and it was a mail away card, and they mailed the card to you, and it completed the insert set. And it's a beautiful card. It's the image from the book. I'll get it for you. It's the image from the book, and it's really nice. But like I had like 20 copies of that card, and I had these two really clean copies, and I thought one would get a 9, the other would get a 10. So I tried it with both, and both got me 10s, which I didn't think. I didn't understand how it got such clean grades, because I thought it would get. Maybe I thought something would nick it. You know what I mean? Because like I don't have a loop or anything like that. But the best one I sent to CGC, and I got the perfect.
Wow. Yeah,
then I love the back too. The back is awesome. So
that's awesome.
And then what's really cool about these, like if you look at them, which I really like a lot, is if you look at the surface, like there's a glitter, and the surfer is matted. So there's like a textural.
Yeah, it's like an extra layer.
It looks like a film cell is laying on top of the card.
Yeah, the words right out of my mouth. Yeah, it looks like a film cell. That's really cool.
And then the back is really beautifully designed.
Yeah, it looks like it's taken right from the pages.
Isn't that sick? I don't know, man. I think this is probably like top 10 one of my favorite surfer cards.
Oh yeah, I could see
that.
If not 5. I mean, you know them better than me, but I just from the bits I've seen, that's definitely up there in one of the better, or like one of the top ones for sure.
It's nice. I'm very happy with it.
Did they ever do an alternate costume for Silver Surfer?
There's Silver Surfer Black, and then there's Void Knight Silver Surfer. There's Gladiator Surfer. There's Savage. There's Planet Hulk Silver Savage Surfer. There's Mobius Surfer, where he's dressed up in a very he's dressed up as a vagrant. And in Mobius Surfer, Parable Surfer, he's basically studying the human race and kind of trying to find something redeemable about him before he calls Galactus. It's kind of like this alternate universe thing. It's beautifully that Stan Lee and Mobius wrote together. It's a beautiful piece and very graphic novel, very cool. And he's walking around in a and it's like this in like the old books as well. Like Joe Sinnott had done a lot of surfer like this as well, but he's wearing a fedora and a trench coat, but still silver. And he has his board. No, it's great. And it gets worse. His board is wrapped up in old cloths like he is, and he's just carrying around a giant surfboard, but he's in disguise. It's the funniest thing in the world. It's the best. It's absolutely the best.
It's like you watch Ben Grimes and was like, yeah, that works.
That works. That's totally fine. Yeah. No one's going to know. Who's going to know?
Yeah, got it.
They haven't printed a. There's no surfer card like that yet. I haven't seen a lot of good different surfer costumes out there.
There's a sketch commission.
That would be. I did get that from Martinek. I actually did get a Mobius AP
Really?
from Martin, but it's the cover, so it's not him in the trench coat. So I have to do the trench coat one.
Yeah, see, that would be pretty cool.
That's the one I gotta do.
It's funny. I could see Ash doing something neat with that since he's been doing a lot of that foil inlay.
Yeah, he would kill it.
That could be pretty neat.
He would kill it. He would kill it.
The wheels are turning.
The wheels are turning.
I can see them. Yes, Andrew, that is a great card.
There's a lot of really cool cards, man. There's a lot of stuff people haven't really touched on yet. I don't know. It's, there's a lot of stuff that's not numbered. That's condition sensitive and worth grabbing, in my opinion. I've been getting really lucky. Really lucky.
Yeah, I know it's tempting. I said, even like looking back on 95 Fleer Ultra, which is probably my favorite set out of everything, is
it's a beautiful set.
Fleer Ultra, and every now and again I get on the kick of like, oh man, how cool would it be if I did a PSA 10 or CGC 10 set? Like, and then it'd be like, do I do the gold foils? Do I do
gold foils?
Yeah. Do I do chase cards? I'm like, and everything I've got is pretty solid binder maintained condition that all came out and went into top loaders and penny sleeves in the last year. So I got my hands on everything, and even looking at those, I was like, wow, this is all in pretty solid condition. The
People don't get it.
Yeah.
The gold foil stuff is nuts. Like the gold signature foil stuff is impossible to get high grades on.
I've seen a couple. I think 9.9 had a couple of, or no, was it base card or gold foil? He had the Venom.
I thought it was base. He might be right. It might be gold foil.
Wow.
He had beautiful pieces though. I saw those. Those were lovely.
Yeah, and then every now and again he throws them up for sale, and every time I message him, I'm like, you are just tempting me, and I am not going to give in. I will not.
Back away, demon.
Yeah. Not today, Satan.
Not today, Satan. Yeah. I love that. He's the best guy.
There's a lot of good guys in the hobby. I've been impressed,
We're very lucky.
For as much as happened in the last couple of years, and for as much as we've seen come and go. There are a pretty good selection of people in the hobby, and it's otherwise I wouldn't even be here doing this. Like, it's because of all you guys that I've gotten so sucked into this world. It's just like,
no, same. I mean, that's what happened with me. Gosh, I've been doing this for a long time now. And I started from like going on Scoundrel back in the day to blowout forums, and then all this, you know what I mean? Like,
forum.
Like it's pretty crazy. Those forums were wild too. So I don't know. This is pretty timid comparatively.
Yeah. The forums are like World War I trenches relative to the card collecting hobby and its timeline.
I like that.
People vomiting everywhere and dying, and rats.
My leg! Someone's running with a card that has a corner busted. My corner!
Exactly. And just seeing images of like Platoon or
yes,
Saving Private Ryan.
I love the smell of cardboard in the morning, or some kind of line gets swung out there. I can see it. I can hear it now.
I should recruit some of the Hollywood production types out here, and we should make a video that basically parallels this.
Oh, the horror.
Yeah.
I can see it happening. A good card parody.
Dropping a case of cards from a helicopter is, Everybody running to it like rations, like yes.
Spidey hits like running with his fingers out, trying to get to it. I can see it happening. I can see that happening for
Nope,
sure.
we just need a green screen, some stock footage, and a camera. And I think I
You know what though? This is the video that starts the Kickstarter to getting this movie out there. You know what I mean? This is the trailer.
this is the
It's
true
coming.
behind the card
This
movie
is it.
that
This is
happened.
pre-production. This is right here. About to get a whiteboard in here, and we're just gonna
Yeah.
storyboard this whole mother right now.
All right, the
Done.
four others here, you witness it first.
Suggestions, people.
Yeah,
Suggestions.
you've now all signed NDAs by your presence. You agree.
That's it.
Uh,
Brian, thank you so much for doing this with me, man. This was a lot of fun, dude. I always have a good time chatting with you, brother.
yeah, it's a good time. Thank you for coming on and helping bring these CGC cards out into the breathable air and sharing with the community all of your knowledge. I do appreciate it.
I appreciate you, man. Same thing.
Thank you.
I'm loving the content you're putting out so much, man. Doing such a good job, brother.
It may slow down a little bit, but I think this ramp up is good. I'm just going to leave you guys with some stuff to hang on to through the summer, and then I'll come back.
I love it. That's awesome. That's good. Why not?
Everybody else, thanks for joining. Thanks for the comments. Thanks for contributing. It is a great card, as always, Andrew. I appreciate that. And we'll catch you later.
Later, everybody.